Welcome, Samsung Galaxy S4. Here we go. I just not got in.
Here's the story of the unpacking the way I see it. As I went through the show, I'm going to show you all the highlights. The first thing I saw was that little kid. There he is, the one that we saw from the commercial that came out to preview the phone, but really didn't show you anything. The little kid that was responsible for everything. And here we have the unpacking of the S4, and there's the different part, the polycarbonate. That's the thing that wowed everyone at the beginning. But when they popped out the phone covers right there, it looked exactly like the Galaxy S3, so people weren't really that excited at that point. But they were waiting to see what was inside the guts and what the new software changes were going to be like. Many of the Note 2 features that you were missing on the Galaxy S3 have now been put back. You actually have all the features you have on the Note 2 and more. The only difference now is that you could do it with your finger. So here's an example of some of the pictures and stuff you could do and create.
Looking at, and those people can draw or make notes on those screens.
Adam, let me show you some of the photos of the hotels I found in Paris, London, Rome, and New Jersey.
Oh, I know what you're thinking. I asked the same question. It's because her parents live in Rome.
Look at this hotel I found in Newark.
Looks great. See you tomorrow at the rehearsal dinner.
Another great feature is our air gesture. It allows you to navigate the phone without actually touching it. With air gesture, you can fast forward or rewind, move apps around, look at photos, even browse the web, all with just a swipe of your hand. And if you're working in an email or browser, you can move your hand vertically and the page behind the one you're viewing will appear.
Why would you need that?
My nail.
One thing they didn't show at the show, which I'm going to tell you right off the bat, was the CPU. And that's because the Exynos 5, which was rumored to be in the phone, was not ready because it was having heating issues and the battery wasn't lasting as long as it should. So I believe they used the Qualcomm 600 for the show, which is also rumored to be the CPU if the Exynos 5 is not ready. It may just be ready for the Note 3. If this is right, this puts it in the same range as the new HTC One and the Optimus G Pro. Great phones, but still there's a higher end Qualcomm, which is the Snapdragon 800, which I would have wished it used if it wasn't going to use the Exynos 5. There are also rumors that the international version is getting the Exynos octa-core clocked at 1.6, and that the US variant is getting the Snapdragon 600 clocked at 1.9. That would make it clocked faster than the HTC One and the Optimus G. Let's hope that's not true and we get the Exynos 5 in the US. I'm also disappointed to say that it's coming with Android 2.2 Jelly Bean and not Key Lime Pie. As far as the display, it comes with a 5-inch Full HD Super AMOLED 1920 by 1080 display with a 441 ppi. The camera comes with a 13 megapixel autofocus camera with flash and zero stutter lag, and a 2 megapixel camera in the back, Full HD at 30 frames. Has Bluetooth 4.0 and an IR blaster to use it as a remote control. It still has 2 gigabytes of RAM, but supposedly is faster than the S3 RAM. It comes with 16, 32, and 64 gigabyte model, and you could still put up to 64 gigabytes on the micro SD slot. The battery has been upped to 2,600 milliamps. Main reason why they stuck with the same shape is because it's still a very innovative round shape that nobody else has, and at the same time, it allows you to remove the battery and have an SD card. One thing the HTC One can't do, where you can't remove batteries. And one of the advantages is you could just take one out and pop in another, and you don't have to be locked on to having the cable stuck to where you're charging the phone. The rest of the features I'm going to explain to you by actually showing you and viewing my view of how it was when I was at the show. So I hope you enjoy it. Do remember there is a quadrant test in here. The first thing I'm going to show you is the
Samsung Galaxy S4, 5 inches full Super HD AMOLED display, 1080p. You have to see it in person to like it. Just by looking at it, you think it's just an S3 lookalike, but it's extremely light. Like I can't describe it. You'd have to feel it just to know how light it is. 2 gigabytes of RAM. The battery is a 2600 milliamp battery, so battery life is going to be boosted on this. If you look at the top, you see more than one sensor. There it is. It also does that hand gesturing thing on the web browser also. Just in case I have this open.
You got the 4, but no, what's the difference from yours?
You can hover over tabs on the web browser. Check this out. Just do like that. Over.
Doing testing of the hovering over to change pages and all that, I noticed that if you go really fast, it would detect it backwards. But that's because I was doing it too fast. Once you start doing it at a normal speed, here I can show you everything was working just fine and perfectly. And that's a really good feature. You don't want to dirty your phone, and at the same time it looks cool. I know it's a little gimmicky, but at the same time I kind of like it. I also would have wished if they would have done more gesture-based stuff, but this is what we have to do.
Just hover over pages, just with your fingers, text messaging. I don't know how they do this yet with the technology. With your finger, you can hover over text messages. I'm not pressing it. If I was pressing it, it would be like this.
That's pretty sweet.
Dual camera feature. See how it captures me and also what's behind me. So it improves everything. The dual camera feature is amazing right here. There's also a lot of other features with the camera, but we can't test it right now because you'd have to be outside to test the camera. They say that it can adjust to the light and everything around you, and it would make the best picture for the environment, depending on the environment. One of my best features was S-Translator, so you can go to almost any country and survive. What country do you have? Chinese, English, UK, and US, French, German, Italian, Japanese, Korean, Portuguese, and Spanish. So let's just say I wanted to be Japanese, go to speak Japanese, and I wanted to say, where can I get the train? Right here, it sends it in Japanese, and you could even speak it. If I want to speak German, if I'm in Germany and I don't know how to speak German, I'd be like this.
Wie geht es Ihnen?
You know, you can adjust the speed of how it moves. So you go back to settings.
Was machst du?
I don't know if you can notice, but first it gives you the text version, and then you click on it and it'll start talking to you. Now this is the hovering.
Also the hovering. They have just showed off the new feature called S Health. It tells you how much calories you burn in a day. It just makes you want to be healthier. Here we go. This guy is running the Quadrant test. I don't know how he got it, but there he goes. I was looking at the.
Oh my god.
What?
Oh my god.
That's the S3, and that's the S4.
They ran at the same time.
You pressed it at the same time, right?
Yep.
And it's not even running yet so far for the S3. So you can tell it's a big boost.
Now I know a lot of YouTubers out there are going to say, yeah, the G Optimus Pro was at 16,000 and the HTC One was around 16,000 also. So why is this at 11,000 or almost 12,000? That's because it's an unfinished processor. So mind that.
See how fast the S4. Here we go.
11,000.
11,000. It's over 9,000.
11,593. Wow.
The HTC. Look at the HTC One X. Wow. Here is Home Sync. This is like one of the coolest features I've seen. I'm going to show you how you do it. Home Sync. Like you connect all your devices in your house just using your phone, and all the phones in your house or Samsung devices are connected. And you can even, guess what, control your TV. Watch this. You see that? It's censored to move that mouse. Watch this. I want to click that. It loads. I can swipe with my hand, just like that. The interactiveness with Samsung is just improving every second.
Here is a gaming controller pad that you could actually be playing these high-end games from this processor now and just watch it on the screen. Look how beautiful it looks.
This is the new Samsung case for it. You can, unlike the other one, you can check your notifications without even opening it. This is really pretty cool right here. Hey, beam it. Look at how it is. As soon as you open, it turns to the home screen. Close, back to the lock screen, and it would close off automatically.
Thanks for watching. There's going to be more news on the Galaxy S4, so keep posted. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next videos.